Namaste, and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. I'm Yamajit, and very glad that you're joining me this evening. This presentation is for educational purposes only and does not claim to diagnose, prevent, or cure any disease or disorder. The advice and methods of this presentation should not be construed as financial, medical, or psychological advice or treatment. Please seek advice from a professional if you have serious financial, medical, or psychological issues, and if a Chod session does not feel right to you, do not perform it. This meditation contains imagery that some may find disturbing, so discretion advised. And by watching and or participating in this presentation, you understand that results are not guaranteed. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, Tridevi Chamunda Mandir, and YouTube cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred from these practices and meditations contained in this video. So once again, Namaste, and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir. Tonight I'll be doing a traditional Chod practice dedicated to Ma Vajrayogini, the embodiment of female Buddhahood. This is going to be a very traditional practice where the liturgy is actually sung, but it's still going to be presented as a guided meditation. And so you're going to be invited to find a comfortable position, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and just let the words and the mantras and the sounds of the instruments take your awareness to where it needs to be at this moment. This is a Chod practice that's also dedicated to healing. And we'll be doing a practice at the end called Tonglen. And Tonglen means giving and taking. It's going to involve visualizing all sentient beings, and you're taking in their imbalances, transforming them into healing white light, and sending them back. And this is done in sync with our breath. So I'm going to be using a traditional liturgy. I'll be using traditional instruments, including this Damaru drum made from two skulls, this traditional bell called a shang, and at certain points I'll be blowing this thigh bone trumpet as well. For more information on Ma Vajrayogini, I invite you to look back to this Tuesday of this week and look at the recorded broadcast. I'm doing meditation and satsang to Vajrayogini, and I explain a lot of her symbolism as well. So I'd like to begin with a short Tibetan-style puja, and then we'll go into our meditation. So I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Take some deep breaths. Take a moment to relax and prepare for what we're about to experience. And we'll open by chanting 3 seed syllables, Om, Ah, Hum. Inhale. Jai Ma. Dakini Sapadavada. Agyam Praticham Sva. We offer water for sipping. Om Mahaguru Dakini Sapadavada. Padyam Praticham Sva. We offer water for washing. Om Mahaguru Dakini Sapadavada. Pushpe Praticham Sva. We offer flowers. Om Mahaguru Dakini Sapadavada. Dupe Praticham Sva. We offer incense. Om Mahaguru Dakini Sapadavada. Aloke Praticham Sva. We offer light. Om Mahaguru Dakini Sapadavada. Gande Praticham Sva. We offer perfume. Om Mahaguru Dakini Sapadavada. Navedye Praticham Sva. We offer food. Om Mahaguru Dakini Sapadavada. Shabda Praticham Sva. We offer music. Om Mahaguru Dakini Sapadavada. Puja Praticha Om Sva. We offer this rite of devotion. Jema. So I invite you now to find a comfortable seated position where your back can be straight. It can be seated on your mat, maybe with a cushion under your hips. Or you might choose to use a straight back chair if sitting on the floor isn't working for you. And you could also take part in this practice lying on your back in Shavasana. So I invite you to find that comfortable position. Make any adjustments you might want to make so that you can be still for the next several minutes. And I invite you now to close your eyes, breathe deeply, opening yourself to this experience and allowing the music and the words and the mantras to take your awareness where it needs to be at this moment. We summon the most small and meek of the sentient beings. And with the sound of the trumpet, we invite all sentient beings to attend. Pay. We begin by taking refuge in the Buddha, in our Dharma, and in the Sangha, our community. And we also take refuge in Ma Vajrayogini. In the middle of space is a lion throne with a lotus and a sun disk. Upon this appears the mother of us all, the venerable Vajrayogini. In front of her are the guardian deities. On her right side are the Buddhas. Behind her is the holy Dharma. On her left the Sangha community. Above her are the lineage lamas, and surrounding her the protectors, together with the bodhisattvas. All of these objects of refuge abide within a tent of rainbow light, amidst a cloud of lustrous blessings. We and all beings equal to space, in order to protect us from the fear of our enemy samsara. By our complete and utter trust in you, we go to refuge in the three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Pay. And now the bodhicitta. Here we acknowledge the suffering of all beings, and we express the intention to liberate them and to bring an end to their sufferings and guide them toward enlightenment by the offering of our body. The mother of all sentient beings in the 6 realms of existence, who are tormented by sufferings we by ourselves will attain unsurpassable complete enlightenment and quickly liberate all those beings. Pay. Sri Vajradharma and Vajrayogini, Venerable Naropa, his sons and others, to the protectors and root lineage, we request you strongly with deep devotion, enlighten our thinking in order to perfect the supreme accomplishment. May we be able to see our own faces, to visualize the absence of all activities. Bless us to be liberated in this very place. Pay. Pardon me. And now the body mandala. Here we express the intention to offer our bodies for the relief of suffering. Our flayed skins are spread all about, becoming the golden ground. Our guts are piled up as high as Mount Meru. Our limbs are arranged as for continents. We offer this mandala to please you, Venerable Guardian. Pay. So in the next phase, the Poa, we acknowledge the divine presence within ourselves in the form of Vajrayogini, the Divine Mother. And with the syllable Pe, we will project her up our central channel and through the crown of our heads where she will dance above us. And at that point, our consciousness has left our bodies, and we are Ma Vajrayogini, beginning to perform the offering. The essence of our true selves is Vajrayogini. As a tiny presence within our hearts, holding a curved knife, she shoots out the top of our heads into the space above. Pay. She cuts off the tops of our skulls and places them onto a hearth of 3 skulls. Our skull cups are filled with our blood, and heaps of flesh and bones pay. And now the white feast of the nectar of wisdom. Pay. Underneath our skull cups moves the wind. Fire blazes and our body parts boil. By the 3 letters, the Buddha's blessings are drawn into the boiling contents. Om Ahom, Om Ahom, Om Ahom. All mistakes are transformed and purified into the nectar of wisdom. This wisdom nectar then expands, becoming inexhaustible. Pay to the glorious Lord of the 100 Buddha families of Vajradharma, to the protectors, the root and lineage, we offer our undefiled bodies as the wisdom nectar. Please bestow supreme and common powers to the goddess Vajrayogini, mother of the victorious ones, to the mandalas of deities, as the 4 tantric scriptures. After we offer our undefiled bodies, 'tis the wisdom nectar. Please bestow the accomplishments of enlightenment in this lifetime. Pay to the gatherings of the local gods, dakas and dakinis in the sacred places, and to the Dharma protectors who maintain all of our vows. We offer our undefiled bodies as the wisdom nectar, moving all obscuring circumstances and achieve harmonious conditions. Pay our bodies become a wisdom nectar, pleasing those in samsara and nirvana. This immeasurable wealth we offer to all guests high and low, and to those who desire wealth, be satisfied by enjoying our undefiled bodies. Demons whom we owe karmic debts, and beings of the 6 realms, yes, of will compassions, all of you be satisfied with this ocean of nectar. Your body will become a god, and your mind will become the body of truth. When we are liberated, may you travel to the heavenly realms. Pay. Continue breathing deeply and take a moment to visualize the white feast of nectar being consumed by all the guests, gods, spirits, teachers, demons, divine beings, all living things. And now the red feast of flesh and blood, given to the most wrathful of beings. Pay. Again our bodies are suddenly reborn, and collapse falling down dead. Our skin is spread out completely, covering the ground below us, as chunks of meat and mountains of our flesh and bones, along with our blood, brains, fat, and bloody guts, are heaped on top of our skins. Pay, O hosts of mischievous gods and demons of existence, you have great magical power to change into any shape. Since you have that tremendous power, like storm clouds all are gathered here, when we give you our bodies, which are very dear to us. Gobble them up completely, crunch these heaps of flesh and bones, slurp up the great ocean of red blood, and wear our skins as your shawls. If we are not able to give this to you, we are small-hearted yogins. If you are not able to eat this, you have feeble power. Exert yourselves and display all 9 of your magical powers. Eat our bodies up completely. Do not even leave even a morsel. Pay. So breathe deeply and take a moment to visualize the red feast of flesh and blood being consumed by the assembled guests. And now the giving of Dharma. We have invited these beings to join us, and we have offered our bodies, and they've been fed. And now, while they're still gathered, we will offer them the secret to enlightenment and the secret to their sufferings and the ending of those sufferings. The nature of the mind has no birth, no ending, and no dwelling. Can anyone threaten our minds, which is like the center of space? Since we will definitely have to leave these illusory bodies, giving our bodies at this time is a supreme accumulation. Pay. So all of you be satisfied, pacify your evil thoughts, moisten your minds with compassion, and go back to your places now, And please enter the door of liberation, the offerer, the offering, an act of offering, pay. From the absolute point of view, these three have no reality. From the relative point of view, cause and effect cannot be denied. The interdependent arising of all things is a wonderful display. Pay. By the power and merit of this right, you and all sentient beings who live in this degenerate age within the wrathful protectors, glorious Father, mothers, we will be liberated. Pay. So breathe deeply, resting, feeling the effects of the practice, and listen to the chanting of the mantra of that which is, and let its energies guide your consciousness where it needs to be at this time. Om Gate Gate Peragate Perasum Gate Bodhisvaha. 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 So feeling the power of the mantra, focusing your breath and your attention on your heart center, and there visualizing a clear Vajra, a clear diamond crystal residing in your heart chakra. And as you breathe deeply, envision rainbow light being emanated, giving its blessings to all beings. And now I invite you to visualize yourself seated before you. And as you breathe deeply, as you inhale, see a black smoke of unbalanced and malevolent energies coming from yourself and being drawn towards your heart. And when it comes in contact with the diamond crystal, it is immediately changed into white healing light, which as you exhale, you return to yourself for healing. Breathing in that malevolent energy, transforming it to white light. Breathing out the white light and healing yourself. And let's do this for the next few breaths. Now imagine, along with yourself, other beings who are suffering from the same things that you have been suffering from. Continue breathing deeply, continue drawing in the black smoke of those unbalanced energies. Let the crystal transmute them to white light, which you exhale back toward them. And now, imagine before you those whom you're closest to, your partner, spouse, your family, your associates. And again, breathing in their unbalanced energies, transforming it into healing light, which you breathe back. And then imagining before you planet Earth and all beings upon it. And as you breathe, you again take in those imbalances and transmute them into healing light, which you then return to the Earth and all sentient beings upon her. And then take a deep and clearing breath, letting go of the meditation. Resting for a moment and hearing our benediction. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. To all living creatures, peace, peace, peace. May they have happiness. And now take a deep and clearing breath. And imagine Ma Vajrayogini dancing in the air above your head. And now, with the next breath, see her being transformed into a sphere of white light. And then with the next inhalation, feel that white light being drawn through the crown of your head, being drawn down your central channel to rest once again in your heart. Feel the energies of that divine presence, knowing it is there to guide you always. And then take another deep and clearing breath, letting go of the meditation. Letting yourself become aware of your surroundings again and the feeling of your body seated or lying where it is. Bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Taking a moment to thank the Divine Mother for her presence in your life, knowing she is with you always. Taking a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice, knowing you can replay this recording again and again whenever you feel a need for this meditation. And then slowly opening your eyes, keeping a relaxed gaze. And namaste. Blessings always. Jai Mata Di. And thank you. So for more information on Chod practice, I invite you to look back at earlier recordings, and you'll see some other examples, and in those recordings I give more information on the practice and its history. It dates back to the 11th century. It was first devised by the female guru Lobdran in Tibet, and has been modified by others through the centuries. And I invite you also to be open to the subtle effects of this practice in these next few days, maybe some interesting dreams, maybe some flashes of insight, maybe finding yourself handling situations a little differently than before, and maybe the right book falling into your hand or the right teacher to give you the wisdom that you need. But just appreciate all those subtle effects of this type of meditation. And I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday at 7 o'clock on YouTube or in person at our temple, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado, 80219. And I'll be doing a special sadhana meditation for the Dark Goddess in all of her forms. So until then, Jai Ma. Blessings and good night.